Yes, welcome back. Now, remember, this my first website is being presented in what in this language. Okay, this is called a markup language. All right, it is a header element. It is a header. Okay, it has header tag. Let me break that down now. Can you see this H1? H1 is a header tag. The tag is in what is in the angular bracket and the code that is in that angular bracket. This is angular bracket H1. Let me go angular bracket like this H1. This is a okay. Can you see it? Even have a closing tag for it. So this is a heading element. H1 is a heading element. Anytime you go through site, you see some kind of text are big in form of a header. So you either use H1 or other level heading element. Think of this as, let me say, your book that has what chapters. Chapter 1, inside chapter 1 you have 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 and the rest. So that is how the heading element simply looks like. So tag, this is a H1 tag. A tag is what is has an opening angular bracket and I call this line a lockup closing, a lockup and closing angular bracket. Is it clear? So that is a tag. So element is the content of the tag. This is my first website, isn't it? This is my first website. This is the content of the tag. My first website, and this H1 is called what? Element. So like I told you earlier, when you consider a book is being organized into chapter 1, 1.1, or a research project, a research work. Do I have any research work in my system? For the sake of privacy, they are people's work. Okay, so I don't have to just present them out like that to the public. But don't worry, you understand what I mean. When you're talking about elements, this is a HTML element. All of this is HTML element. All of this like this is an element. So element consists of the content of the tag, what is inside the tag that will be displayed, and also the tag itself. So what is the tag? The tag is used to present what will be displayed. Do you understand? As logical like that. Without this tag, there's no way you can present what will be displayed. So the tag is just used. This is a tag. This one like this. We call this a tag. TAG. Then this like this. They are all was HTML elements. As simple as that. Okay? Sorry, I'm gonna be deleting this stuff. Right, yeah. I just wanted to know the difference between a tag and what element. So there are different level headings of HTML heading tags. The first tag we'll be looking at is heading tags. Like I said earlier, there are different level headings of words of heading tags. We'll look at other tags like image tags. We'll look at other tags like what? Paragraph tag. We'll look like other tags like what? They are just different kinds of tags. You understand? Link tags. There are also tags too. So we look like all those. We look at all those. What it stands for. Now this H1. Let me just put my name is Ini INI. Can you see it? It's in form of a H1. It's presented in H1 tag. So we also have H2. H2. I am a web developer. Alright. So can you see that this tag is relatively smaller than this one? This one is the number one tag. It is a big tag. Okay. This content you have been presented in form of this tag, right? So we also have header 3 tag H3. The moment you code it, it will come with a closing tag for it too. This is an opening tag. This is a closing tag. An opening header tag, a closing header tag. Is it clear? Are you following? So so once you write here, I would like to tell you what you would learn as a web developer. So these are like headers. Let me close this. These are like headers. We also have paragraph tag, but let's finish with the header tag. Then we also have header 4. Each of them have what could be presented in them. Skills you must have. Skills you must have. Okay. We also have header 5. Header 5. See the way I'm just closing the tag and opening the tag. The moment you just code it, it's going to create a closing tag. Tags are divided into two. Okay, we have opening tag and closing tag. This is a opening tag. This is an opening tag. This one that has this slash is a closing tag. A tag that closes that content. It closes that language that has been applied to the content. I don't know if you understand. So that's why we call it a closing tag. We cannot make other content of our web look as header because it will not be presentable. If we make all our content on the web page look as headers, it's not going to look nice for a user who is clicking on the user end. All right, so what we're trying to do is that whenever header we apply, we try to close it with a closing tag. So tags are divided into two. We have opening and closing tag. This is where the tag opens and this is where it ends. So it's only going to apply to this content. All right, I'm sure you are following me. But if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll be there to respond to it, or inform me to permit you on the WhatsApp group so that you can as well get content. So we stopped at H5, right? Okay. Skills you must have, books you must read. I'm trying to make some sense out of this, so just pay attention. Then we also have the H6 tag. I think it stops at H6. H6. Friends you must keep. Let's just take for instance that this is the life of a web developer. There are certain books you must read. There are certain books, friends you must keep. There are certain skills you should have. So inside those headers now that is going to be presented, you talk about the kind of skill the person has. So I'm going to run this code. I'll just right click on it and click on show preview. Right click on it, show preview. So can you see that the way these tags are being presented, each of them have their importance. So one of the rules in creating tags is that don't have more than one level tag. Do you understand? It's actually very wrong to have H1 and H1 in a single web page document. Okay, so this is a header 1 tag, this is also a header 1 tag. If you want to go to the next tag, you should use header 2 tag. So your website is now being designed in form of a hierarchy. Do you understand? A hierarchical form. Is it clear? So it's actually very wrong to have this here. My name is Ini, so I'm going to delete this off here. Now we can see the website looks presentable now. Then this must, let me change it to a small u. It looks more presentable now. This is just a single web page. All right. So each of them has what they represent. Like now, if as I am a web developer, I want to talk about in my site, I want to give an instance where the H1 applies. Okay, the H1 can apply like you saying about me, or you can say any web developer. Anything, you just can say anything. Even if I want to take this as what an about me, can you see it? So and so on and so forth. Okay, so today we've looked at heading elements, headers in HTML. So subsequent